So the white man came here and made sure that he took away our culture and tradition, our knowledge, our system. We had a system before the white man came.
Yes.
When we were in primary school, they taught us that Mary Celeste actually came and stopped the killing of twins. Fallacy, stupid talk. Who will tell? How can you sit and be convinced and accept in this your great wiseness that a woman called Mary Celeste came all the way from Scotland? As at that time, there were no flights. They were voyaging. So she entered boats from Scotland. And then the boats don't land for where? Where the ship bath? China for Apapa. I mean, which of the river the ship bath? Where she can't take enter motor from Lagos. Come cross in the boat, the Pini, cross all the whole place, come over Imo State. From Imo State, she enter bus where they go. How she take all those journeys to reach Calabar? Go there, go and say this people they do killing of twins. Isn't that bad? But history did not teach us that Queen Zinga of Odongo and Matamba, a great woman who fought for the independence of her people, present day Angola, they didn't teach us that one in school because it is an African. Queen Zinga of Ndongo and Matamba was a great woman who said the independence of our people is her great concern, and she fought the Portuguese to make sure that the present day Angola people were okay. She ruled for over 40 years to make sure that her people are liberated from the shackles and bondages of the Portuguese. They don't teach us that one for school. They taught us that Queen Elizabeth is of high esteem. Well, once an African girl is beautiful, we often refer her to Queen Elizabeth. Queen Elizabeth. So we always refer to Queen Elizabeth as most beautiful, most honorable. But the history did not tell us that Queen Elizabeth masterminded the killing of Atta of Igala. When Queen Elizabeth visited Nigeria, they summoned the service of chiefs. And then the moment she arrived in the auditorium, all other chiefs began to bow down, remove cap for her. Atta of Igala refused to remove his cap. He said, it is not in my tradition and culture for a man, a king, to remove cap for a woman. Queen Elizabeth had to mastermind allegation and the killing of Atta of Igala. Now, they didn't teach us that one in school. That is why I keep telling people that one of the most corrupt center that the Englishman gave to us is Western education. Whether you take it or not, whether you like it or not, Western education, school where we go to the scam. Because everything in that school that we study, the curriculum is a setting to change your tradition and culture and mindset. So when somebody begins to introduce something that will change your mindset, what has that person done? It is criminal. So what is the sense of telling me to draw a mosquito and label mosquito? I want to become friends with that. Man, I want to go with one. Do I want to make him my friend? When people are there studying practically the organs of mosquito, how it functions, what I say, make a trap. So all these things are orchestrated by the white man to actually make you stampede and believe that you don't have to work hard because there is a grace that will make way for you. So why are you working hard? Meanwhile, them who are the Westerners are busy morning, afternoon, and night working hard to develop their land. So they keep developing. And then they told us to believe in grace. So we don't need to work hard.
Grace will walk the mind.
Grace will walk the mind. Do you understand? So it is religious buhaha that has kept us in a place where we are, and our eyes have been so blind to see.
Traditional marriage, we leave our own to do. We do traditional marriage and still do white wedding.
That is one of the greatest problems that I have. That a woman does not feel fulfilled in marriage until she wears a white man's garment. No matter how exorbitant your traditional wedding is, no matter how exorbitant it is organized, no matter how careful it is taken to be achieved, No matter how the blessings your parents gave to you on that very day, a girl is not satisfied.
But to me, the blessing that is being needed is the blessing from the parents of the.
There is no how will somebody who did not give birth to you lay hand on you and tell you what other blessings do you need apart from the blessings that came from your parents? Because they gave birth to you, they nurtured you, they have right over you, you are under their umbrella, so they have the audacity to lay hand on you and proclaim whatever thing they want to proclaim for your marriage to be successful. But that knowledge has been taken away from us until one man, a stranger, stands on the pulpit and lay hand on you. That is when you be fulfilled, that this marriage is blessed. Madness of highest order. So, our tradition. Now, I asked someone, I said, can you go to church, wed a girl in the church, without paying the bride price, and the parents will accept that you are the husband? It's not possible. But the moment you fulfill the traditional rites, from the moment you fulfill the traditional rites, everybody from that community calls you in-law. Our ancestors, 20 centuries ago, people have started crusading. Marcus Garvey started fighting for the rights and privilege of Africa. Marcus Garvey has started telling Africans that the white man God cannot be his God. Africans must realize their potentiality, the goodness in you, the strength in you, and go back to that strength. You can do it. No African child is born without reasoning. Everybody was born with reasoning, but all our reasonings were killed by the European innovation, which in the letter of King Leopold II to the Belgian missionaries, he wrote in one of the paragraphs, he said, teach them to read and don't teach them to reason. This is King Leopold II to the Belgian missionaries. He said, do not teach them to reason. Teach them to read. You see, because they have seen the importance of reasoning makes a man. Reading destroys a man. When you keep reading, you no longer realize yourself. You no longer understand the potentiality in you. But what can make you recall yourself is reasoning. What if you rely on reading? What you read is what another man wrote. So if the man wrote that life is like this, you will foolishly follow the life like that. If the other man writes life is like this, you come out again and follow the life like that. So where is your own life? You don't have. What you're following is another man's way of idea. So where is your own idea? That's what we're telling Africans. We must go back to our tradition, our culture. When the white man came and took away our conscience, that we no longer have those conscience in us. We assimilated, we took their own conscience into our own and took away our own. We begin to malfunction, practice in the wisdom. Of course, I remember when I was small, you now today, go to your grandmother's house, go to your grandfather's house, go and check the pictures taken 20 years ago, 50 years ago, 60 years ago. If she's fat, she's fat. If she's slim, she's slim. If she's tall, she's tall. She get breast, she get breast. She short, she short. You understand? You see the quality in an African woman. Yes. But today now, what's up? A young girl now, African girl now, will go and pump her nyash to be too robustic in order to look like Kim Kardashian. A girl now will bleach her skin just to look like the white. Meaning that you are no longer proud of your skin. So all these things are what the white man has placed in us to take away our naturality. All these things are orchestrated by the white man to actually make you stampede and believe that you don't have to work hard because there is a grace that will make way for you. So why are you working hard? Meanwhile, them who are the Westerners are busy morning, afternoon, and night working hard to develop their land. What do you think development is? Development is upgrade in a system. This mic today, in the next 2 years, this mic might not be as this long. It might be shorter. That is development. So they keep developing, and then they told us to believe in grace.